A few years ago, the questions I used to ask myself are completely different. How do I make more money? How do I get more opportunities? How do I get ahead of everybody? How do I build something bigger? How do I reach that next level? Right? Those questions consumed a lot of my attention. And to be fair, some of them were necessary. There are seasons in life where you need to learn, you need to work and build and take responsibility. Those are seasons where survival itself feels like the primary objective, right? I've lived through some of those seasons, trying to provide, trying to figure things out, trying to create a better future, trying to become capable enough to carry the responsibility. But somewhere along the way, something started changing, not overnight and not because of just one event, but because I suddenly had all the answers, right? No, I didn't have all the answers. These questions suddenly began to just evolve on their own. And I've realized that the quality of our lives is often shaped by the quality of the questions that we ask ourselves. For a long time, most of my questions were centered around achievement. What can I accomplish? What can I build? How far can I go? Right? But these days, there's another question that keeps rising to the surface of my life. A question that I find myself asking more than ever. Am I becoming the man that I'm supposed to become? Not the most successful man, not the most impressive man, not the most productive man, the man that I'm supposed to become. Because the older that I get, right, the more I realize that success and becoming aren't always the same thing. You can achieve a lot while neglecting who you are becoming. You can become a big business owner and you can build a business while neglecting your character. You can accumulate wealth while neglecting your relationships. You can earn respect from strangers while becoming distant from the people that you love most. You can win in public and lose in private. And that realization has changed the way that I think about almost everything. I've been there. It's changed the way that I think about work. It's changed the way that I think about leadership, the way that I think about fatherhood, the way that I think about faith, the way that I think about success itself. Because accomplishments eventually become yesterday's news. Achievements, they fade. Titles change. Opportunities are going to come and go. But your character, that stays. The person that you become is the one thing that you carry into every season of life. And lately, that's where most of my attention has been. Not trying to act super successful or appear super successful, not trying to impress people, but trying to become someone worthy of the responsibilities that I've been given. Because I've been given big responsibilities, right? A better husband, a better father, a better steward and leader, a better man, leader over the people around me, the people in my life, my family, everything. A better man, not perfect, right? Just growing. One decision at a time, one lesson at a time, one season at a time. This life that we live, it's in seasons, y'all. I also realize that becoming usually happens in places that nobody ever sees. It happens in the ordinary moments, in the private choices that you make, and how you respond when things don't go your way, and what you do when nobody's watching. It's whether your actions align with your values that you have intrinsically. Most transformation isn't dramatic, it's gradual. The world loves breakthroughs, right? But character is usually built through faithfulness, through consistency, through showing up when it's easier not to show up, through doing the right thing when there is no reward attached to it. That's not always exciting, but it matters. So, in fact, I think it matters more than most of the things we're encouraged to chase on a day to day basis. Because at the end of the day, I don't think that the most important question is whether I reached every goal that I set out for myself. I don't think that it's whether I made the most money or built the biggest business or accumulated the most accomplishments. I think the deeper question is this: who did I become while pursuing those things? Did success make me wiser? Did responsibility make me stronger? Did they make me more resilient? Did the blessings make me more grateful? Did these opportunities that have been given to me make me more faithful with what I've been given? Those questions feel more important to me than they used to. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. Maybe it's because I'm becoming a father again, and it changes your perspective on things. Maybe because I've started seeing how quickly that life moves, even being a father. Every day, things are different. They aren't the same as they were a couple days ago. But whatever the reason, I find myself returning to this question again and again. Am I becoming the man that I'm supposed to become? Not perfectly, not all at once, but directionally. Am I moving towards the person that God created me to be? Because if the answer to that question is yes, then progress is happening even when the results are slow. Growth is happening even when nobody notices. Victory is happening. Woo! Even when there isn't applause. And if the answer is no, then no amount of extra success, of external success, can compensate for that. The older that I get, the more I believe that life is less about proving yourself and more about becoming trustworthy, becoming faithful, becoming wise, becoming courageous, becoming the kind of man who leaves people better than he found them, the kind of man whose presence brings peace, the kind of man whose life reflects what he claims to believe, a man who never goes back on his word. That's the question I'm asking more than ever. Not how much can I achieve, not how much can I accumulate, not how much can I accomplish, but am I becoming the man that I'm supposed to become? And honestly, I think that question has changed everything. Love y'all. Peace.